Hello, welcome to our module number 13 of Introduction to Networks. So ang pag-uusapan po natin dito ay yung tinatawag na ICMP or yung Internet Control Messaging Protocol. So the objective of this module is to explain how ICMP is used to test network connectivity, use ping and trace route utilities to test network connectivity. So ICMP messages, ano ba ang purpose niyan, ano? So yung ICMP provides feedback, no, about issues related to the processing of IP packet under certain condition. So ito po yung kapag tayo ay nag-i-issue ng ping and then the IP address of the destination. So ang inaasahan po natin usually reply, ano? Pero sometimes we receive request timeout or destination unreachable. ICMP version 4 is the messaging protocol for IP version 4. ICMP version 6 naman po is the messaging protocol for IPv6 and includes additional functionality. So the ICMP messages common to both ICMP v4 and ICMP v6 include the following, ano? Host reachability, destination or service unreachable, time exceeded message. Take note daw, ICMP v4 messages are not required and are often not allowed within a network for security reason. Ang ibig sabihin lang po niyan, hindi lagi sa pagkakataon, ano, na kapag nagping tayo ay makaka-expect tayo ng reply. Kagaya na lang po na kapag nagping tayo ng mga Windows operating system, usually magre-request timeout yun kapag naka-open ang firewall. So kagaya po dito yan sa sa ating topology. So I have here my Windows 10 na meron pong IP address na 172.17.0.190. So double check po natin. So 172.17.0.190. So try ko kaya i-ping yung isa pong device na yung PC1. 172.17.0.126 po yung IP address nun. As you can see, nag-reply po yung PC1 natin sa kanya. While balik tayo dito kay PC1 at ping naman natin 172.17.0.190. So nagre-request timeout po siya, no? Kasi po naka-enable po yung firewall dito to block ICMP. So Windows firewall po natin. We can turn off for a moment, no, yung firewall natin. Pero syempre ibabalik na lang din natin kapag na-verify na natin na reachable po yung device. So tuloy po tayo ng discussion. Host reachability. ICMP echo message can be used to test the reachability of a host on an IP network. Ito po yung ping mismo, no? So in the example, the local host sends an ICMP echo request to a host. If the host is available, the destination host responds with an echo reply. Destination or service unreachable messages. An ICMP destination unreachable message can be used to notify the source that the destination or service is unreachable. So the ICMP message will include a code indicating why the packet could not be delivered. Ayan. A few destination unreachable code for ICMP v4 are as follows, no? Network unreachable code 0, code 1 host unreachable, code 2 protocol unreachable, code 3 port unreachable. A few destination unreachable code for ICMP v6 are as follows: no route to destination, 1 communication with the destination is administratively prohibited of the firewall, 2 beyond scope of the source address, and 3 address unreachable, 4 port unreachable. Take note daw, an ICMP-B6 has similar but slightly different code, no, for destination unreachable message. So try po muna nating mag-ping sa kabilang side, ano. So yung kabilang PC po, si PC3 ay 172.17.0.222 yung kanyang IP address. Ang kanya naman pong IPv6 ay 2000 db8 CAD 5::222. Okay, so using Wireshark, start tayo ng Wireshark dito. Tapos try po nating mag-ping, ano, sa 222 using IPv4, IPv6. Ayan, stop po natin. As you can see, no, may mga na-capture po siyang packet, no. Filter natin for ICMPv4. Ayan, we have the echo ping, ano. Ayan, tingnan natin yung reply. So type echo, type ng ICMP is 0, no, or ping tapos code 0. Okay, ilang naman yung titignan natin dito. Doon po sa ating ICMP-B6. Ayan, type echo, 129 naman sa kanya, code 0. So disable ko muna kasi magre-recreate tayo ng panibagong capture, na ang gagawin ko po rito is i-shutdown ko yung ano, yung port na to, kung ano yung makikita nating message, no? So this is gigabit 00 of R3. So capture ulit tayo dito ng packet. PC1, ping natin yung IPv4 muna. Ayan, so meron po tayo nakita nga ICMP type 11 code 0 TTL expired in transit. Ibig sabihin niya na yung huling router po na nakaka-receive ng ating packet, no, which is 229, ito po, is trying to reach the destination, no, ng ilang try, pero hindi po siya, no, nag-succeed, ano. So tingnan din po natin yung IPv6. So ICMP type 3 code 0 hop limit exceeded in transit for IPv6. Now we can view the packet, no, dito sa Wireshark natin. Ito yung time to live natin. Okay, type 11. Okay, so again, stop ko naman ito. Mayroon tayo pa ng bagong scenario maya maya. So when a time to live build in the packet is decremented to 0, an ICMP version 4 time exceeded message will be sent to the source host. Kung sino po yung nagpiping, ano. ICMP-B6 also send a time exceeded message instead of IPv4 TTL build. ICMP-B6 uses the IPv6 hop limit build to determine if the packet has expired. So take note, time exceeded message are used by the trace route tool. Ginagamit din po yan ang trace route, no? Mamaya pakikita ko po sa inyo yung trace route. ICMP-B6 has new features, no? Yung messages po niya, and improved functionality not found in ICMP-v4, including 4 new protocols as part of neighbor discovery protocol. Messaging between the IPv6 router and an IPv6 device, including dynamic address allocation, are as follows. Yan, for addressing, no? Kunyari, yung IPv6 host, paano siya nag-generate ng sarili niyang IPv6 address. Ito po yung mga messages na pinag-uusapan nila ni router, no? Si router po, nagbabato ng router advertisement. Nakalagay po dyan yung kanyang network prefix and prefix length, indicating na para daw sa client, sundan mo na lang itong prefix and prefix length, mag-generate ka na lang ng sarili mong interface ID. Pwede naman po, no? Yung client po yung nagsusolicit, nagtatanong kung meron bang available na IPv6 router para makapag-generate siya ng sarili niyang IPv6 global unicast address. For address resolution naman, no? Yan, yung tinatawag natin yung NS saka NA. So messaging between IPv6 devices include duplicate address detection and the address resolution as follows: yung neighbor solicitation message at neighbor advertisement message. So in contrast with IPv4, yung ARP, ano? So yung neighbor solicitation po, yung client po nagtatanong kung sino po yung device na merong IPv6 address na ganito. Inaalam po niya kung ano po yung MAC address nun. Sasagot naman po yung device na yun, no? Using neighbor advertisement message. So ICMP v6 neighbor discovery also includes the redirect message, which has similar function to the redirect message used in ICMP v4. So balikan lang natin na ang router advertisement messages are sent by the IPv6 enabled router every 200 seconds to provide addressing information to the IPv6 enabled host. Router advertisement message can include addressing information for the host such as the prefix, prefix length, DNS address, and domain name. A host using stateless address auto configuration or SLAC will set its default gateway to the link local address of the router that sent the router advertisement. An ICMP v6 enabled router will also send out an router advertisement message in response to router solicitation message of the client. A device assigned a global IPv6 unicast or link local unicast address may perform duplicate address detection to ensure that the IPv6 address is unique. To check the uniqueness of an address, the device will send neighbor solicitation message with its own IPv6 address as the target IPv6 address. If another device on the network has this address, it will respond with neighbor advertisement message notifying to the sending device that the address is being used. Take note that duplicate address detection though is not required, no? But the request for comment, no, 4861 document recommends that duplicate address detection is performed on unicast addresses. To determine the MAC address for the destination, the device will send neighbor solicitation message to the solicited node address. The message will include the known targeted IPv6 address. The device that has the targeted IPv6 address will respond with a neighbor advertisement message containing its MAC address. So parang sa ARP din po yan ng IPv4. So let's talk about yung utility, yung ping sa trace route, ano? So ping, ginagamit po natin ito to test connectivity. Yan, the ping command is an IPv4 or IPv6 testing utility that uses ICMP echo request and reply messages to test connectivity between hosts and provide a summary that includes the success rate, average round trip time to the destination. If a reply is not received within the timeout, ping provides a message indicating that a response was not received. It is common for the first ping to time out if the address ARP or ending need to be performed before sending the ICMP echo. So pwede po nating gamitin pang test yung loopback, ano? Para malaman po natin kung yung pang operating system natin is nagbe-behave siya ng maayos, ano, or naka-install po yung tinatawag na TCP/IP protocol stack. So ping can be used to test the internal configuration of IPv4 or IPv6 on the local host. Ping nyo lang po yung 127.0.0.1 for IPv4 or yung ping : 1 for IPv6. So magre-reply po dapat yan, no? So an error message indicates that TCP is not operational on the host. Kung makaka-receive kayo, no, ng error. So typically, no, ginagawa rin po natin mag-ping ng default gateway para alam po natin na yung computer natin is connected sa local network. Yan. So the ping command can be used to test the ability of host to communicate on the local network. The default gateway address is most often used because the router is normally always operational. A successful ping to the default gateway indicates that the host and the router interface serving as the default gateway are both operational on the local network. If the default gateway address does not respond, a ping can be sent to IP address of another host, no, on the local network that is known to be operational. So pinging a remote host. Ping can also be used to test the ability of a local host to communicate across an internetwork. A local host can ping a host on an remote network. Of course, successful ping across the internetwork confirms communication on the local network. Take note, many network administrators limit or prohibit the entry of ICMP messages. Therefore, the lack of ping response could be due, no, to the security restriction. So possible merong firewall, hindi naman naka-down po yung yung device, ano. Ayan, so balikan lang po natin yung ping, no. Ayan, so dito magdadagdag po ako ng PC. Lagyan ko na rin po siya ng IP address at gateway, no? Okay. So let's try muna na natin i-ping, no, yung local device. So kunyari yung PC1. So ping 172.17.0.126. So sa Windows, ang makikita nyo po, reply from, reply from 172.17.0.126. Okay, tapos meron doong bytes equals 32. Tapos time is equals or sometimes less than, greater than, or nagbabago-bago po kasi oras niyan. So ibig sabihin po nito, reply from the destination device, no? So nagpadala tayo ng hello message, nag-reply siya pabalik within the amount of time na 0.503 milliseconds. So yung pinadala po nating size ng ping, no, na depende sa OS yan, okay. Meron po kasing operating system na 64 bytes lang po yung pinapadala, naka-default po sa OS such as Linux. Meron naman po 32 bytes kagaya po ng Windows, no. Ayan. Tapos time to live value, ayan, ito po ang time to live value, depende rin po ito sa operating system, kung local po yan, pare-parehas pong time to live value is 64, no, kung naka Linux at local lang po sa network. Nababawasan po yan ng number kapag dumaan na tayo ng router. Ang purpose po kasi nun, para hindi po forever mag-loop yung ating packet, ano. So example na lang po, kung magpiping po ako dito sa same device niya, no, na 64 din po yung time to live, tapos meron tayong dinaan ng router, as you can see here dito sa topology natin, 1, 2, 3. Kada router kasi na dinadaanan nun, yung time to live value natin na 64, mababawasan ng isa. Okay, so try po natin, no. So ito po ay 222. So when issue ay ping KPC2. Okay, Kalimutan ko na naka-shutdown pa pala yung interface dito kay R3. So try po ulit natin. So tignan nyo po yung nangyari doon sa time to live nya, no? 61. Ibig sabihin nun, kung masyado pang malayo yung destination natin, tapos meron pang mga ilang router pa nadadaanan, kapag yung huling router, no, na makaka-receive ng time to live value na 1, ang gagawin po niya, i-discard po niya yung ping message niya. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya na itutuloy, no, doon sa iba pang router. Tapos magpapadala po yan ng time exceeded message doon po sa source address, indicating na unreachable po yung yung destination or yung network na gusto natin puntahan. Okay, again, yung time to live po sa layer 3 or network layer, ginagamit po kasi yan to prevent yung endless loop ng datagram, no, or yung packet. Okay, so balik tayo ngayon dito sa slide natin. So we have trace route. Ang purpose po nito is to test the path kung saan po dumadaan yung ping packet natin, or kung ano po yung dinadaanan ng ping packet natin. Trace route po in some of operating system. Trace cert naman po kapag Windows yung ginagamit natin na pang test, no? Is a utility that is used to test the path between two hosts and provide a list of hops that were successfully reached along the path, no? Trace route provide round trip time for each hop along the path and indicate if hop fails, no, response. So may asterisk yan kapag kunyari nag-ARP sa kabilang side, no, yung naputol po yung ating first packet, then susunod po yun, makikita na po natin talaga yung IP address ng destination. So this information can be used to locate a problematic router in the path, or may indicate that the router is configured not to reply. Take note, trace route makes use of function of time to live field in the IPv4 and hop limit field in the IPv6 in the layer 3 header along with the ICMP time exceeded message. So try po natin mag trace cert, na. Try na rin po natin mag-capture ng packet. So gamitin ko si Windows. Filter ko lang po muna ng ICMP while capturing real-time traffic, then Windows tayo. So trace po natin kung ano po yung mga dadaanan papunta sa 172.17.0.126 na IP address. Pasensya na po, mabagal po ang ating virtual machine. So una pong nag-respond sa time to live or sa natin, sa trace cert natin ay yung ating gateway. Gateway po yan ng Windows. Tapos yung sumunod na router, no, si router 1, which is meron 225 doon sa one link niya. And then yung mismong client natin. Okay, so tingnan natin yung na-capture, no? Or isa pa, trace route naman tayo pero IPv6. So the gateway, next up IP, router, next up IP address. So balikan ko lang po si PC1, no, kung meron po ba talaga siyang IPv6 address, kasi nagre-request timeout. Meron naman siyang 1126. Ayan. Ibig sabihin may mga nagkaroon pa yan, no? Name resolution, or nagkaroon pa yan ng neighbor discovery, no? Ayan. Neighbor solicitation, neighbor advertisement, doon sa part ng local area network ng PC1. Ayan. Pero na-delay lang na konti at nag-reply naman siya, nakarating din tayo. So tingnan po natin yung capture packet natin dito. Okay, tingnan po natin yung time to live. Ito po yan eh. So gumagamit po kasi ng time to live yung trace route, ano. Yan. So trace route, unahin muna natin yung gateway nya. So na nag-trace route po tayo at nag-reply po yung gateway nya, nakaset po kasi doon na time to live value ay 1. May nakaset po yan na time to live value. So una muna gagawin muna niya 1, tapos gagawin po ng gateway natin, since magsisiro na yun, di-discard niya yung message, no? Tapos inform lang niya yung presence niya, no? Yung kagaya po nakita niyo po na nag-reply po si 129. So sa IPv6, so nag-trace route tayo, meron pang neighbor solicitation advertisement dito. No route to the destination. Halos pares lang din naman po yung ginawa dito sa ICMPv6. Basahin po natin yung susunod na slide para ma-explain natin. So ganito daw po yung nangyari doon, no, sa ginawa nating trace route from Windows o punta doon sa 126 na IP address, or dito gamitin na lang natin sample natin, no, na from 10001, tapos sa trace route natin si 192.168.1.2. Ito yung source natin halimbawa. So nag-issue tayo ng trace route or trace route command to 192.168.1.2. Okay, so the first message sent from the trace route will have a time to live field value of 1. This causes the time to live to time out at the first router. This router then respond with ICMP before time exceeded message. So naka-display ngayon yung gateway niya, no, doon sa hub, kagaya po dito sa ating Windows. So yun po yun, no, yung pinaka default gateway natin. Ayan, ito yung unang hub, no. Tapos trace route then progressively increment the time to live field, no. Yun to naman, no. Kunyari ito muna yung 1, dumating yung trace route dito, pinakita po niya yung kanyang source address, no. Nag-try naman with TTL2 1, 2, yung IP address naman ito yung naka-display doon sa ating hub, no. And then Subukan naman ito 3, 1, 2, 3 yung IP address naman po makikita natin, no, doon sa issue natin sa tracer. Then subukan naman ulit nito, mag-try naman ng 4, no, until the destination ay mag-respond, no. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito na yung makikita natin yung IP address mismo ng destination, no. Sometimes nagkakaroon po ng request timeout, nagkakaroon ng asterisk, especially kung hindi pa po kilala ng router natin yung MAC address ng 1.2. Yan. So magre-retry po yun, no, na magpadala pa ng ICMP. So this provide a trace with the trace route and progressively increment the time to live field from 2, then 3, then 4 for each sequence of messages. So this provide a trace with the address of each hop as the packet timeout further down the path. The time to live field continues to be increased until the destination is reached, or it is incremented to a predefined maximum. So usually naghihintay po tayo ng result na up to maximum of 30 hops. Yan po yung default sa system, eh. Yan, kagaya po dito pagka nag-trace route tayo, maximum of 30 hops. Kapag umabot na po ng 30 hops, puro request timeout yan, then destination unreachable or network unreachable po makikita natin. So magandang magandang gamitin pang test, no, para malaman kung saan ba yung huling portion ng network natin na okay, no. O halimbawa, nag-shutdown tayo na port dito, no, hindi natin napansin. Tapos nag-trace route tayo. Magre-reply po itong portion na to at itong portion na ito. So therefore, magpo-focus kayo ng troubleshooting dito sa pangatlong router. Yan. So yun lang po yung yung coverage nitong module 13. So ano ba yung mga natutunan natin dito? So the purpose of ICMP messages is to provide feedback about issues related to the processing of IP packets under certain condition. The ICMP messages common to both version 4 and version 6 are host reachability, destination or service unreachable, and time exceeded message. The messages between IPv6 router and an IPv6 device, including dynamic address, should be duplicate address detection, yung router solicitation and router advertisement. Yan. Pwede rin naman po yung dynamic address allocation, yung SLAAC, no? So the message between IPv6 device include the redirect message to IPv4. So neighbor solicitation and neighbor advertisement. So balikan natin, for addressing purposes ng ating IPv6 device, dalawang message lang naman po ginagamit natin for ICMPv6. Router advertisement, pinadala ng router solicitation na nagpadala yung client, and then therefore pwede na pong makapag-create ng sariling IPv6 addressing ang client. For kunyari nagping naman tayo for the first time, wala pang record ng MAC address to IPv6 address. So neighbor solicitation po, nagtatanong po yung ating device ano po yung MAC address ng specific device. Pwede rin naman po yung for duplicate address detection, nagbabato rin po ng neighbor solicitation, kaya lang sariling IP address niya binabato niya. Sino ang mayroong IP address na kagaya ko? Mag-reply kayo ng inyong MAC address. Kapag wala naman nag-respond po doon, ibig sabihin free yung IPv6 address. Ping utility, ginagamit po natin yan for IPv4 and IPv6. Yan, so nagpapadala po tayo ng echo request, and then ang inaasahan po natin echo reply, or yung request timeout para malaman natin kung may problema ba sa network, saka yung destination unreachable. Ping can be used to test the internal configuration of IPv4 or IPv6 on the local host. Pwede rin tayo gumamit ng trace route or tracer to generate a list of hops that were successfully reached along the path. So again, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig at panonood nitong ating recording. Maganda i-try nyo rin po yung sample na lab topology, Kasi mas magandang ma-testing, ma-practice na para ma-master natin yung topic na pinag-uusapan.